Hi guys, so a lot of people are looking for jobs in China, so I want to share some advice about how internationals and foreigners can get jobs in China. So firstly, when you're looking at opportunities for jobs, you need to work out where the opportunities in China are. And as a foreigner, you have advantages and disadvantages. The main disadvantage is that you don't know the market as well as the Chinese people, and many Chinese people can speak very good English, so there's a lot of competition in those areas. The main advantages that you have as a foreigner is helping Chinese companies to go international, helping them to target the markets in your home country and bridging China and the world. I think that's the biggest market in China. It's really important though that you can learn Chinese if you want to do well in China, because that is the language of the country. So if you're looking for a job in China, you need to meet the basic visa requirements in order to get a work visa. So you need to have a master's degree or a bachelor's degree with 2-year work experience. And if you have graduated from a top university, then you have advantages in applying for jobs. So where can you find the job opportunities in China? You can basically find them on all of these job boards, such as LinkedIn, Boss, and there's Chinese apps as well, angel.co. And you can also find a lot of them from your network and just by meeting people and just going out to networking events and meeting people. But if you're not able to come to China, you can do it just by trying to reach out to people, maybe reaching out to people you know and trying to find opportunities. Networking is a very big way to find jobs because a lot of the jobs are not posted. Before they're filled, they're just given to people in the network. So we're hiring at China Admissions. So if you're interested in a job, check out the jobs here at China Admissions. And also I'd like to share some information about how we hire and also some of the mistakes that I've seen people who have applied to us have made. So actually we're very slow in hiring people because actually it's one of the most important things for us to have really good, excellent people. So we take a long time in the hiring process and we take a long time to find the best people because we think it's so important. And what we look for in people is we look for people who are very ambitious, people who are very smart, have excellent communication and English skills, and also we look for people who are full stack. And that means they're not just specialized on one job. So for example, they're not just able to write or able to program or able to do one specific job, but they're able to think in many different ways. They could do design, they can do different parts, so they can be involved in different parts of our platform. Because we're a startup, so it's really important to have people who can think in different ways and they can be flexible. Actually, I see a lot of people making mistakes when they're applying for jobs. And actually it's quite easy to separate who are the really top people and who are not as good. Some people say that the CV is not important, but I think that the CV and the email that people send is so important because this is how that person is presenting themselves for a job. So if they're presenting themselves for a job like this, then in the future that is how they're going to be presenting. If you hire them in the future, that is how they're going to be presenting themselves to other companies or to customers. So it's really important that the CV and the email that they send is really high quality. And that means just the basic things like the email is written very well, no spelling mistakes, no strange formatting issues on the CV, not some crazy fancy color of the CV, just a very professional and high quality CV and email. And I have to say that that eliminates probably about 95% of the people who apply, is just by how they present themselves when they first apply. And then it's quite easy to differentiate yourselves from other people in how much research you've done about the company and how well you know the company. So there are some people who, when they apply, they already have done a lot of research about the company and they can understand how it works already. And then there are some people who don't know how it works and then we are explaining to it. So if somebody has done a lot of research about the company, then it means that they're very keen and they have a kind of proactive attitude, which is a very positive thing when people are applying. So if you're also applying for a job, I think it's really important just to be going out there and just trying to ask people for advice about what the best jobs are for you. Also trying to get introductions through the companies, through people that you may know. I think that's also an advantage compared to just applying through the official channels, because if you can try and get introductions through people you know, then that can also be effective as well. So someone can also introduce you. So here are some articles on our platform about some more advice about how you can look for jobs in China, and some links and opportunities for jobs and careers in China. And there's also a really good book that I recommend, which is called How to Hire and Get Hired. And this has many amazing strategies for people who are hiring people, which is what many people will be doing in the future. How to hire people, but also how to get hired and how to successfully navigate through the interview process. So thanks very much. Hope that's helpful, and wish you the best of luck in your job search. And if you have any comments or questions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.